everyone. So as promised, I am going to do a mini review of these faux locks. So far, I will say like these are my favorite faux locks, and I've definitely tried a lot of crochet hairstyles. But by far, I would say when it comes to like the different faux locks or even box braids that I've done in crochet, has to be one of my favorites. And so as you see here, I use the FreeTress Wavy Gypsy Locs in 18 inches. At the top is like that 1B that's going into that 30 and 27. I love that the hair is like this because typically for me, I wear a lot of 1B hair, and I love my 1B hair. That's my go-to hair. It's just one simple color. As you'll see in some of my photos on Instagram, I don't really typically wear a lot of colors, but if I do, I try to keep it in a very neutral range. So this here kind of gave me something different. I feel like I'm on an island. I feel very tropical and ready for vacation. So the reason why I even invested in this hair is because I'm going on vacation. So I want to see how it holds up in the water. I have worn other crochet hairs, which I've loved, and curly hair, straight hair. All the hair you ever see me in is crochet, with the exception of my natural hair, of course. But I definitely want to just try something different. One of my favorite YouTubers, Lila Lavon, so shout out to Lila Lavon. She does a lot of crochet hairstyles, and so she's also one of my go-to people where I look up hairstyles to kind of get an idea of like, okay, what are the best beach styles or water styles and things like that. And so I've definitely tried out some of the things that she has suggested as well. So you'll see some of those hairstyles on my Instagram page. But in addition to those hairstyles, I wanted to try this one. Here I use 4 packs of hair-ish. So I will say maybe 3.5. I still have some hair left. I actually have this amount left, if you can really see that. So maybe I used a little bit more than 3.5, but I definitely purchased 4 and still have some left over, which I love. For this style, I pretty much did just straight back cornrows. So you'll see here in regards to the part, I also try to make sure that my parts are very close together because I don't really like it when some of my crochet braids end up looking real spacey or real gappy. One disclosure that I will say is that prior to actually installing the hair and everything like that, I wanted to try the knotless method. I was watching another YouTube video, and I can't remember the person, but she made it look so easy. She had about 4 to 5 different crochet installations, which I loved and loved them all. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go try the knotless method. This is gonna be the best. For me, it was not. I was like, maybe it's just me, I'm not that skilled, and honestly, I still do think it's just me. When I tried the knotless method, for one, I couldn't get the faux lock tight enough. Like when I would braid the hair, it just didn't work. So I couldn't get the faux lock tight enough, or maybe my braid wasn't tight enough. And I'm a pretty decent braider when it comes to my own hair. So I know I can braid tight because I love my braids to be tight underneath my faux locks or even just any crochet hairstyle. But I just couldn't do it. And then when I finally was able to get one, I will say it literally took me about 25 to 30 minutes to get one faux lock on that one piece of hair trying the knotless method. So I'm sitting there watching Netflix, like just binge watching. When I realized it took me 45 minutes, I said, okay, maybe I need to try this another day because it was like 9 o'clock at night. I had to work the next day. And things like this here, like when I do my straight back cornrows and then crochet the hair in, this could take me about 45 minutes to an hour, the whole head. And so knowing that I was trying to do a knotless method and I had one faux lock in my hair within 30 to 45 minutes, I knew something had to give. But needless to say, I'm very happy with the results. So I'm gonna let you all see the whole thing here. Very happy. I love it. I just love it. Yeah, it's pretty. The color is beautiful. I've been getting a lot of comments as well, and I thank you all for messaging me, because those of you who have messaged me on Instagram or actually encouraged me to kind of do some reviews on some of the hairstyles that I wear. A lot of people have sent messages to my DMs or even my email just saying like, hey, you know, you do makeup. In addition to that, can you also talk about your hairstyles, or like how do you install it, what kind of hair it is? And sometimes I will post about what type of hair I'm wearing, more so about the type of makeup I'm wearing, which I know I owe you all a makeup tutorial. But for the meantime, I want to go ahead and give this review because right now this is still very fresh in my hair. So I'm curious to see how it holds up. I will say I believe that it will hold up very well. I think my only concern would be how my natural hair holds up. And if you've seen pictures on my Instagram page, you would know that I have 4C type hair. So for me, I feel like it's very thick, of course, very coarse. And typically me putting any type of gel in my hair will work for a good 10 minutes and go back to this big frizz. So you'll notice like on the edges here, it's not, I never like lay it down like, oh, let me lay down my edges. Laying down my edges are not going to go, it's not gonna go anywhere. So I just leave it natural. But for the most part, like I was saying, underneath, I'm just a little concerned because I want the hair to still look fresh. Like right now, I'm okay with the way this looks. However, when my natural hair, this here, hits that water, and just considering that this is the part that is showing, I am a little nervous. I just don't want to see it. So I will say like right now I'm wearing most of the hair to one side just because this is like my look that I'm going with. But what I may do is just kind of take some of this hair and just flip it accordingly. I like that I can do that. As you see, I'm able to cover those sides if I need to. Let me stand up a little bit just so you can see the length. The length of the hair, like I said, it is 18 inches. So it comes right about here. And you probably still can't see most of it. So I apologize about that. But it is a great length. I will say in the back, it actually comes a little below where you like my bra strap would be at. So again, 18-inch hair, but just very free flowing, very lightweight. Again, I've tried other crochet faux locks. And there's another one that I love. I wish I could remember the name of it. There is another company or brand of faux locks that I really love, and it reminds me of this. Very, very similar. I just don't know they're FreeTress or not, but they could be. But as for now, I will say I highly, highly recommend this hair. I will try to give an update after my vacation. Hopefully it is just as fresh and just everything looks great. I wouldn't honestly think about my natural hair because that had nothing to do with the review. But as far as the locks, the faux locks themselves, I will definitely update you all. Feel free to comment and like. My Instagram page, if you do not have it, is at DeneenJB. That is Deneen, D-E-N-E-E-N, the letter J, and then B-B-E-E, on Instagram. And for those of you who do follow me on Instagram, thank you so much. Please feel free to share with your friends and continue to support my page. And those of you who are new to me, once again, I would love for you to support my Instagram page. And one thing to know about me is that I try to just stay my best self and my authentic self.